time for What Are the Odds? Presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook. Your app is ready, Emperor.
John will have a lesson after the show about layout. But John and Sal are back for What Are the Odds? The Knicks are minus 105 to make the play-in game. Sal, since Harp's already voiced his displeasure with the Knicks, when you hear heightened internal scrutiny, do you think Tibbs is on the hot seat, or is it Leon Rose who we should be looking at?
I think it's more likely Tibbs, but it's the same old story with the Knicks. How many times do we go down this road? Every 2 years there's a change with the head coach. There's a change in the front office. If you're asking me who I think it should be on Leon Rose. It should be on everybody in that hierarchy because the Knicks aren't good enough. But, of course, there's going to be somebody that's going to be made the scapegoat. And, obviously, Harp, you would think that points to Tom Thibodeau at first.
Well, he deserves some blame because for a guy that's all about effort and defense, they've had a bunch of – I know they've had close games lately, but they've had some clunkers when they haven't shown up defensively. So I think that's on him. This team's got to be all about effort if they're going to be, any kind of a playoff contender. But I still think it should be on Rose. To me, look, you had to make that Donovan Mitchell trade. I mean, R.J. Barrett has a ceiling. He's not going to be a star in this league. Mitchell is a star. He's a really he's not a superstar, but he's a really good player. He's a difference maker. He can shoot the three. He can dunk over people, and he can distribute. He gets in the lane and distributes. He sees the floor really well. He would have been a guy that would have made the Knicks a lot more fun to watch. Along with Brunson, the two of them, I think they would have made a difference.
And these guys, we've heard it forever. Oh, now Leon Rose, Worldwide West, they're going to be able to bring in a superstar. Here we are again in New York, Mecca, Madison Square Garden. They have the cap space, they have picks, they still don't have the superstar. So something's got to change. Hire a real general manager instead of an agent that actually knows what they're doing and build the team the right way. I'm sick and tired of the same
media
stuff.
once in a while.
Well,
right, that would be nice.
Harp, once they didn't make the deal, can you expect the team to be that much better? Yes, Brunson improves them, but are they losing games they should win? They're losing to teams that are better, and they can't get over the hump and beat teams with winning records.
Yeah, and for the most part, it is a difference in talent. These teams, they can't win these close games. But I think a lot of it was they seem to think Barrett is better than he is. They thought he was going to take another huge leap. I think there's a clear ceiling for him. And we know Randall is limited in what he can do. He had the one great year. So you're right. They are what they are. Brunson has made them better, no doubt about it, especially in the fourth quarter because they have a guy that can run the offense, which they didn't have last year. But he can only take them to a certain level.
It's obvious the Jazz wanted a king's ransom because they weren't going to send Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, and the Knicks blinked and they didn't get him. And now you have a 10-12 team. Knicks are on pace for 37 wins, which would match their total from last year. So obviously no improvement in sight right now.